of YouTube, it's Theme Park Bazza
and
Mrs. Bazza, and welcome to a beautiful Virginia.
Yeah.
Virginia, yes, we are in Virginia. We've done a drive up here. You'll see a few vlogs. This is our trip into Washington DC vlog today. We're going to do it the Bazza style, aren't we?
We are.
Don't spend this. So yeah, we're going to go into DC for the day. We're just picking someone up you'll recognise in a minute. Virginia is beautiful. We're in June now. The weather's amazing. Low humidity. Temperature's going to be in the 80s today, so it's going to be warm. But I got to say, Washington DC is probably mine, I don't know about yours, my favourite city we've ever been to so far.
Yeah,
in the US, and we'll explain why as we get there. We used to live a couple of hours from here. Well, we used to live in Virginia, and we used to go up to DC, what, 4 or 5 times a year?
Oh yeah, easy.
And we drive up, so we kind of know the city very well. We know all the hacks and stuff, because it can get very expensive. So we're going to give you some hints and tips around getting around DC. We'll bring you with us. We'll show you how we do it Bazza style. Don't spend this. So yeah, we're going to do it our style. But first we need to go and pick up our partner for the day to go into town with us, and then we'll head on in. Right, we've picked up this stranger. Hello. Hello. Little Miss Bazza. Do you know what we're going to do today, Chloe? We're going to do Washington DC Bazza style. Don't spend this.
Darn it.
So yeah, we're going to go get in the car. Tip number 1 is we're all wearing light clothes, and we've all got sun cream on, because DC is a great city, but it's very open. So make sure you get, even those from Florida, we've got plenty of sun cream on. Chloe just put sun cream on. That's why she looks pale.
That's the only reason.
Factor 70.
That's the only reason.
A shed. A balaclava. And we're going to jump in the car now, but we're not going to drive into DC, are we?
Nope.
That's another trick that we'll talk about as we get there. And we're staying here in Virginia because it's a lot cheaper than staying in DC. You can stay in DC, but as Chloe knows, because she lives here, it's very expensive.
Very expensive.
So we don't actually stay in DC, we stay in Virginia, and we don't drive in, but we're getting in the car, so join us and we'll explain why. So this is where the car is staying for the day, because we are going on the metro into the city. Now, the best time to visit DC is at the weekend, because you say, well, why would you go to a big city at the weekend? Well, it's a government city, isn't it?
It
so
is.
There's nobody there. And during the normal working week, I think it's $8 or $10 a day to park here. During the weekends, most of the metro parking places are free. So you can just pull in and park, and it's free here all day for us. So we're going to leave the car here, and we're going to head on into the city. Also, DC is a terrible place to drive around, and if you're going to stay in a hotel there, which we don't, parking can be $10, $20, $30 a day, can't it? To park in the hotel. We did it once and would never do it again. And that's the other reason we stay in Virginia, because hotels, if you're only coming to DC for like a day or two, I would say get one in the centre, and we'll put a map up here where we normally stayed, right in the centre. It's walking distance to everything. But if you're going to go for a weekend or so, if you stay here in Virginia across the Potomac, it's a lot cheaper, and then we'll show you how much the train costs. And it's about, what, 40 minutes on the train from here? On the metro, on the Orange Line? You should know, you live here.
Yeah, but I used to live further away.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know.
We'll find out, come with us. So we're heading over there to the metro. If you're going to, we got the train up many times. If you're going to travel through, the train's a good way, isn't it, Max?
It is.
Because you can get Union Station's walking distance, it's right in the city. If you're going to fly in, then Dulles is always a good choice. Reagan's nearest. And I've never advised anybody to go on Dulles, but they've extended the metro last year over to Dulles Station.
Finally,
after like 10 years.
10 years.
So if you go on the Silver Line, because Dulles is like Gatwick, it's not really in DC.
Nah.
It's a good...
It's in Chantilly.
Yeah, it's a good 45 minutes out, maybe an hour out. But you now have a link to come through, and hopefully they've changed this metro since we came last time. We can just tap and go with our credit cards. We used to have a dedicated transit card before, but now it's tap and go. So you got Dulles, you got Reagan, you got Union Station. But again, if you're coming just for a weekend,
Stay in the city.
Stay in the city if you've never done it before. For us, because we're just going to meander in for like the 50th time, we're staying in Virginia, much cheaper. Nope, so apparently you can't use credit cards, because so we just got told so we have Metro cards, never brought them with us. So these are your charges for getting places. It's around $6 one way. We can get a card. And believe me, you want to use the metro, because the city can get very hot, and the metro is a good way, and it's a big city. Very walkable, but a big city. So it costs us $15 for an unlimited pass. It's $6 either way, so if you're doing more than one journey, these cars, and you can re-top them up. We have some at home, but we didn't bring them because we got told, like I say, you could just tap and go your credit card, and no, you can't. Also, you can get an unlimited 2-day card, weekend card for $28, so it makes more sense to do that. That one's heading in the wrong direction. Let's go and see when ours is going to arrive. So 7 minutes to the next train. We're on the orange line. So this is, we're here, like the second one, and it's heading to there. So we're going to get off somewhere around McPherson or near the archives. This is the silver line that runs out to the airport that we mentioned to bring you in. But this is coming into, these two go into Virginia and the other two go north of the city. So, unlike anything, Metro's great, but be sensible. If it's daylight hours, use it. It's a big city, like any big city. I wouldn't advise getting on the Metro late hours of the night and through the night. You know, there can be some sketchy things in a big city. So just be sensible. You can use Ubers. Ubers are plentiful, and quite cheap. But this is what we're going to go on. So I think we're going to get off at La Font, which is La Font Plaza, which is across from the archives. There's a nice little French cafe there, isn't there?
I wouldn't say it's French, it's just a nice cafe.
And they usually have those vanilla slices in there that you like. Didn't last time.
I don't think they did last time. They do really good sandwiches.
Yep.
And it's reasonably cheap to say you're in the middle of the city.
Yeah, and it's now going up for 10 to 11. So you are?
Hungry.
Yeah, Chloe's not had a breakfast yet. We had a breakfast in the hotel, which is always a good thing. Fill your boots, because one thing it's not cheap is eating. We'll show you some cheap places to eat in DC. This one isn't cheap, but it has some good food in there, and it's a bit of a hidden gem, isn't it?
Although many people are finding it now.
In the sculpture park. So I don't know. I'm reckoning it's about 40 minutes from here to La Font Plaza, but we'll see when the train should be here in a minute. It's 10 to 11. I think it's going to be 11:30 by the time we get there, but we'll see. Minutes and we're here. La Font Plaza. We'll show you why we're getting out here.
It's a new day for good times.
Right, you're going to tap your card on the way out as well, just to say that's your destination. Let's just go out this one. So you got lines crossing at the different levels as well. Very cool. Be warned, these train stations have several different exits, so get Google Maps, type in where you want to go to, and it'll tell you how to get there. We've got to go off on 7th Street. We're getting off near the Smithsonian Museum, but we're going to go on 7th Street. That's the nearest to where we're taking you, Nick. And this is the reason we love Washington, DC. All the food trucks. No, this is a National Mall. It runs for 2 miles. You've got the Capitol building at one end, you have the Lincoln Memorial at the other end, and halfway down there you have the Washington Monument, which is near the White House. It's just the whole town is like light and open and airy, and people live here. There's always people exercising, there's always things going on. We just love it. And also down the side of this mall, I think there are 52 museums you get free entry to. Yeah, 52 different type of buildings you get free entry to. So if it's too hot, you go in and cool down. If it's raining, you go in and stay dry. Fair warning though, they do get busy during the tourist times, don't they? Yeah. And some of the really good ones, like the National Archives, where they got the original Declaration of the Independence. And if you go to the Ford's Theatre where Lincoln was shot, you have to get tickets. Now they are like $2. You have to go to the National Park site, I'll show you here, and you pay a couple of bucks for them, but those tickets get booked up months and months in advance, don't they? So if you're coming here for a weekend, get your tickets first so you know they're going to be available when you come here. We're going to cut across here, across from the National Archives, because there's a little park here, hopefully we can get into. There's lots of construction and I hope it's not shut down, but there is a park over here that has a cafe in, so we'll see if it's still alive and still going. And if you like food trucks, you will not go amiss. But yeah, parking is a premium here, but there's lots of better places to eat than the food trucks. Sorry if you like food trucks, they're okay. But there's a lot of better places, not too far away. You can get a tour of the Capitol building, but again, you have to make an appointment for that. You used to be able to go up the monument, but that's the George Washington Monument. But since the earthquake that Chloe remembers, when it shook her bed in Virginia, they cracked, and there's a lift goes up the middle. We've done it before, and you will see planes flying into Reagan, because Reagan is basically right next to DC. And if you want to get to the White House, head to the monument, turn left or right in that direction, and you'll see the White House there. I'm just going to walk away from all the music coming from there. So you got the Air and Space Museum there is good. You have the Native Indian Museum there. You have the actual Smithsonian. They're all part of the Smithsonian family. You have the archives on this side. You have the Natural History Museum. Loads of really good places. You can spend a whole day in any of them. They're really, really good. But there's always like lots of construction and stuff. But I'd always advise going to either end of the mall. If you don't want to walk it, again, you jump on the metro. And you can get yourself like we do. We get off at the metro at La Flaunt Plaza, if you want to know, because that's close to a lot of these places that we want to go see today. Lots of families you'll see come out here at the weekends and have picnics and sit on the grass, and it's like people. A lot of people live here, don't they? Yeah. And it's a young, vibrant scene. That's why we fit in here, don't we? Yeah. Because we're young and vibrant, aren't we, Chloe? Mm-hmm. Yeah. She said that with almost conviction. So this place across here is called the Sculpture Garden. And that's where we're heading to, because there's a little cafe in there that's hopefully open, that has air conditioning, keep Chloe happy, and has free bathrooms. And by the way, you need to do the bathrooms. Any of the museums are free bathrooms, you don't have to pay. So you can get AC and you can use any of the bathrooms as well. So it's always a good thing when you're in a big city. Not the same in London, unfortunately. But we're going to cross here and go over to the Sculpture Garden.
Finally.
Yeah, so when I head around this way to the cafe, if you look for the green roof here, the Pavilion Cafe. This has got some some wonderful sculptures in here, hasn't it? And that is a tree made out of metal. And that is it's a archway made out of metal. Join me for any more cultural updates.
Do the weird freaky house.
Yeah, the weird freaky house.
Oh yeah.
So here we go. Called what's it called? The Metropolitan Cafe.
That's what it says on the sign.
And they also have a nice water fountain. And they got the fountains running, Max. Yeah, they have a nice water feature out here. You can come and sit around the water feature. And they used to have a show that played, but I don't know if they still do now. And they have musicians on there, don't they, as well? The regular times. And there's usually you might have to fight for seats in here, but you can usually get seats. Yeah. But it's air conditioned. It's the main thing.
Share a sandwich.
That's what Maxine likes, the Napoleons. They're kind of like vanilla slices. Lots of salads as well. No, not cheap, but you're in DC. It's not too bad. So we each got a sandwich, and two of us got cakes, and you didn't. They got juices, I didn't get a juice. I got a sangria, and it came to basically 60 bucks, which isn't bad for the middle of DC.
For three of us.
For three of us, and the bathrooms are here, and the men's are down the other end. Here we go. 2 trays of stuff.
Bang, bang.
We did get a sandwich to share, we could say. And then a Napoleon. We can probably share that, and Chloe could have that one.
She might not like them.
Eh?
She might not like them. We've been here before, had them before.
Yes. I like that one, walnut. Was it walnut and chicken and walnut? And...
Chicken walnut.
I mean, oh yeah, I should have said the meal included chips as well. We could have sangria. That's a big meal, is that, Chloe? Oh, that's sangria that's spilt, I think.
Yeah, I think you need to wipe yours thing.
Right, we enjoyed that food. I have plotted a route to the next pub, the UK pub, but Maxine's insisting that we go into a museum since we're in DC. So which one are you going, Max?
Natural History Museum.
Right, which is just down here, next to the trolley wheel that's come off a cart somewhere. That's the National Archives that we talked about, where you can go in and see the original Declaration of Independence. They had the original Magna Carta in there as well. If you don't want to walk, there's lots of bikes for hire, and those little scooters, electric scooters, aren't they? Yep. Like any big city. You can also do tours like going on the segways. But I check on like an Expedia or whatever and see all those tours that are available to you, and again, book ahead before you get here. If you leave till the last minute, there's probably not going to be anything left for you. But yeah, we're now going to try and get in here in the National History Museum and have a quick look round on the way to the pub. So yes, and don't forget, I forgot to mention, you will have to go through security every time you come into any museum. And if you've got an umbrella, what happens, Max?
You pay, just like in Disney.
She got searched. It's got the same automatic type scanner, so you just keep walking. But if you've got an umbrella, take it out. Don't you, Max?
Yes.
So we've got the first floor. We're going to go straight up to the top to see the mummies and the cell phone unseen connections. That sounds exciting. Right, we've just been to look at all the rocks and stuff, and yeah, that was fun. Now Max wants to go and look at the Hope Diamond. Sorry if anyone who's into rocks. But we're going to look at the Hope Diamond that's in here. So what's special about the Hope Diamond then, Max?
It's one of the biggest ones. It's flawless.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 45 carats, I think.
Right. You're not getting that for Christmas?
No.
Apparently there's a lot of history around it as well. I've not good history in the past where it's been passed and stolen and all that kind of stuff, but I'll let you Google it. As soon as we have a museum section dedicated to cell phones, half of which are in my collection back home. Not all these though. Cell phones in a museum. Yes, Chloe, before mobile phones, they had all this technology.
Yeah. You know, I haven't had a cell phone my whole life. You do know that.
What?
Well, it's your old phone, the big brick.
Look, you had fax machines. Remember those?
I use a fax machine daily.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. That's the wonderful medical profession in the USA, up to date and modern. That's called a CD, Chloe.
Yeah, I remember those. Don't worry. Just about.
And that's called a telephone with a cable on it. That's called a filofax at the top. I used to use one of those at work.
That's true. Don't have to use a filofax. Well, actually, it's not called filofax.
What's it called?
Rolodex.
Rolodex in the USA. What do you say, Max?
That's the only one that we used to have.
Yeah, it's a camcorder that we used to have. Yeah. CD player for the car. Remember those in the car with the 3-second thing? And your Walkman. Video recorder. Boombox.
It's a big
boombox. Walkie-talkies. Remember the walkie-talkies? First iPod up there.
I still have one.
Do you? Oh, do you remember the Palm Pilot? The little Palm Pilot one there?
Yeah, thank God. I never had that.
One of those. I had a pager, number 67. That's the first laptop we had for school. And do you remember when you used to have shelves of all those books, dictionaries, and what do you call them? Encyclopedias. I've got a photo with the small cell phone in the corner over there.
Oh look, a $1 bill and a Metro card. I don't think they'll let you use that.
So I think I had, apart from the brick, I had all those phones. Apart from the brick.
I don't know. There's a video of you in the 90s. So one of you in the 90s with a big phone. That's all I can say.
Make us go on, Chloe. Make as many weird faces as you want.
I don't have any weird faces.
Oh, nasty. Looks like you, Chloe. All these dead animals, I keep thinking I'm in Texas again. Right, after a couple of hours, we're all now culturally enriched, aren't we, Max?
We are.
And now we're going to get, what's the word I should use? Alcohol enriched at the UK pub. So yeah, we'll head down here, head down Constitution Avenue, do a right, and we're going to head to, which pub is it again? The
Elephant and Castle.
Yeah, Elephant and Castle, yeah. One thing we do love about DC as well is trying to go without falling over. One thing we do love, try again, take 3. One thing we do love about DC as well is the architecture, some wonderful buildings and artwork around here, very ornate buildings. I think that's where you got through to the metro station, Max, Federal Triangle. Yeah, you see the sign here for Metro? I mean, look at that, beautiful. And this is the you cut through there where the metro is, and there's like a cafe area in there. Just head for the Federal Triangle metro station, and there's all kinds of cafes and eating places in a little area in the middle. It might not be open during the weekend, definitely open during the week. There's also some very nice cars as well around here, Max.
Yeah, nice. And the Waldorf Astoria Hotel.
Oh yeah, it is the Waldorf Astoria, that posh building, yeah, you're right. And that ornate building we showed you is the old post office. And you see that tower there, we can get it into shot. But you can actually go up that tower and get views across DC, they're quite nice. I'm going to show you that afterwards, how to get to it around the back. It's free, and you just head around the back of the building, and then you just, there's a Starbucks down there, and you can go there. I think it's a hotel, obviously it's a hotel now. But it's one of the last places you can go up high, seeing as how they actually shut down the George Washington Memorial. There's the Capitol building again. That way is the White House, and this is the English pub.
Just let you know there is no TV or speakers out there.
So it's a bit busy in there, Max?
It's a little bit busy.
Yeah, we sat outside. They warned us there's no speakers or TV out here, but I think we're good. I don't know what match is on today, but it's
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
is it Real Madrid, is it? Ah, there's a lot of fans in town, let's say that. So this is your menu. I think we're really just going to go for drinks here. It's not a bad price here, is it? Yeah. Bottles are $5.50. Drafts $8. Yeah, not bad. Right, well that didn't work, did it, Max?
No, it
You saw it was like a zoo in there. The match is just starting, the Real Madrid match. There was no way we were going to get any service in there. And let's just say the bathrooms weren't in the best state. So we're going to head up here, I think, try and get up to the top of the museum, if we can work out how to get in again. Just got married over there, having photos taken. Going to cross over, we have 30 seconds. So basically going to go past the hotel, clock tower entrance. So you're going to come down here around the back. And it's the old clock tower of the original post office, as we say. So you're going to come around the back of the building. So back across from Federal Triangle to the back of the building. Right, that's closed down. And here's where you come in, the museum clock tower. There used to be a Starbucks there, but I think it's closed. Well, it's not open. That's the same thing, isn't it? It's closed. It doesn't show up on any things, and they've boarded up all the screen by the look of it. So this hallway contains a history of the whole clock tower. And if you get to this metal door here, you're about 30 minutes from going on, we're told. So it's quite a long line, but we'll get in line.
Yeah, look at that.
There's the hotel lobby. Pretty.
Huge.
We have an elevator to ourselves because they're just counting them in and counting them out.
There's a wedding down there.
There's a wedding. We saw a wedding getting photos, didn't we, in the door, yeah?
Yeah, they must be taking the
Photographs.
not
Was that a big flag? Big enough flag for you?
Jesus. I think one of those stars is as big as me.
Yeah. All the way to the top. It's like the glass elevator, like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory. You're going to go through the roof, Chloe.
Yeah.
You ready? Oh no, we're going to stop. Quite a way up. We have to wait for another elevator. Yes, I forgot about that.
You're this area when you took steps down and come into the building today. In just a minute, you're also going to see this parking job that you're going to see in DC today.
Get on an elevator again.
An elevator again. Those bells were donated by the UK, apparently. They're the bells of Congress. There's 10 bells they put in there in the tower. Didn't have bells originally, but the acoustics weren't designed for that. So when they ring them, they do occasionally, it only sounds for 2 blocks around there. That's what the ropes were. So we're now getting up to the final leg, which is 25 people allowed here. And this is now one of the only places you can get the views above DC. That's where we were before, over there in the pub, where all the noise was coming from. There's the Capitol building over there, as you're coming through. There's some parade on, it's all closed down there into the Capitol building. On this very dirty side, you actually have Reagan International Airport over there in the Potomac River, coming round. Should actually, it says on there. That's the Potomac River that comes round, and there's the Thomas Jefferson Memorial, and there's obviously the when we get to the end, you'll see the Washington Memorial. That goes around to Georgetown, round that way, and that's the Air and Space Museum. So that's where we actually came off the underground and came across there. And there's Federal Triangle that we came past, where the metro station is. Pubs over there again, and oh, there's the Washington Memorial, and the White House is just over there. You can see where my finger is. It's at the back in the trees with the flag next, not with the flag from it. It's the one behind, the smaller white building. The other area we're talking about as well is Freedom Plaza. That's kind of the open area just down there. That's where all the parades happen when they're doing all the marches. I think there's a Pride parade, so in June now, happening there next month. And then you've got some really nice, you see these hotels across, some really nice tables on top, eating areas, sun areas, on top of a lot of these very nice hotels, all along the top. So those are your hours, and it says Ranger Programs. I didn't notice there were the Rangers. It's part of the, what, actually the national parks in there. What do you think then, Chloe? It's alright, wasn't it? I won't wait more than half an hour for it though, to go up there.
Nice to see the things at the top.
Yeah, it's nice to see at the top and see the things, and they're very, very good and very knowledgeable of the Rangers who give you information. So that was that. We normally go in the Starbucks, but it's closed, so we'll take you to another secret place across here, the Ronald Reagan building, that has a food court where you can get a drink away from the crowds, hopefully. And what we're going to do is head across through this Federal Triangle where the metro is and go straight across to the Ronald Reagan building, and there's a number of different eating areas. I think I mentioned it before when we walked past. There's a number of different eating areas that kind of away from the main road area. We go through here and we just came down up there. So that is where you come up and down to the Federal Triangle metro station, and we're going to go across here to the Ronald Reagan building where they have a number of cafes, I say cafes and eating areas, and I think there's some just down here as well in this dip down here. Depends what's open today, being a Saturday. I think a lot of these open for the they're closed at the moment. They open for like the workers, but a lot won't open during the week. There's usually tables and chairs down there for everybody. There's some seating outside. You can when these bars are open. Let's obviously see if it's open in here. So once you come through the main door and security, you come here to the right, and then you go down the stairs. Obviously this place is usually like a zoo during the week. And there's a food court down here that's open till 5 on the weekends, down these stairs. Maxine doesn't think it's open, well, Chloe doesn't think it's open on a Sunday, so we'll see. So they have some event here because this isn't usually all taped off in the middle. Food court's over that end. They have some drinks, they have a Subway. It's closed over that end. It's right down here. They have restrooms down here. This is for all the workers. I think this side looks like it's shut down for the weekend, but this side looks like it's open. Ice cream. The other good thing about this place is it's air conditioned, so it's good. We ended up getting a bit more than we planned. I got this and a nice oatmeal cookie. And Mum and Chloe got ice cream and tea, and ice cream and a soda. Look at this cookie. The size of this thing. What do you think then?
Didn't even know this was here.
Yep.
All the times we've been coming to DC.
Learn something new every time. First Stars and Stripes, 1777. Some interesting exhibitions down here. So what do you think of your food and everything?
That's very nice. The ice cream was lovely.
I don't think we told you how much it cost. It was 20 bucks for 3 of us for drinks and cakes, which wasn't bad. And then obviously you saw we paid like 60 bucks for the 3 meals earlier on. The train fare in was 15. We did go in the cafe inside the museum, Natural History Museum, but we just got water and that's free. You get a cup and you go to the vending machines and we just had some water. So again, doing it the Bazza's way, it's you can do the town in a reasonable cost. Doesn't have to be that expensive. So we're going to head on out, just pop down the mall for a little bit to have a quick look round before we head back. Right, we've just walked across to the Washington Memorial. According to the ranger, it is now open again. That's worth going up. We've done that before. Again, you've got to get tickets online and book your times to go in there. Morning is better than afternoon. He did warn us though, they have a fancy elevator in there that has like LED screens to show you the scenes as you go up and down. It's a lot of those screens are broken, he said, and they never replaced them. So I don't know how good it is these days. It was good when we were doing it, but you're right in the middle of the mall here, so it's 2 miles, a mile either way. We may walk up there so someone can get a photo of the Lincoln Memorial. And just over here is the White House, we should be able to see in a minute. And again, as you see, everybody's out here enjoying the sunshine, the beautiful weather. There's music playing, there's people out eating, food carts around everywhere. Just got a nice vibe to it, DC. That's a better shot, isn't it? And just across there is the White House, right across from the Washington Memorial. This is the south side of the house with the gardens. There's another road down, get closer. Now you can get to the other side. I like this view with the balconies and everything. It's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, really cool.
Just over there is the Washington Memorial.
You can just see the top of the Jefferson building.
Oh yeah, and there's a Jefferson Memorial over there as well. And you'll see planes coming into Reagan over here. But yeah, beautiful day, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Right, we're going to head back to the Federal Triangle to get on the metro and head back to Virginia. Yeah, what a beautiful day. Enjoy your day, Chloe?
Yeah.
Yeah, you enjoy your day, Matt?
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Bringing back lots of memories.
Yeah, even you got culture from the museum.
Yeah.
You got culture from the British pub. You jump on this scooter and get yourself back quicker.
Yeah. Don't think 3 of us would fit on it though.
I don't know, we'll give it a go, couldn't we? And just like that, we are back. So I had a good day in DC. Yep.
Great.
Hope you learned a few things. If you're ever in the area, do try DC. It's a great city, isn't it? Great city. We love being there. Hopefully these tips were useful for you. We're going to finish the vlog here. Thanks for watching. If you like what we do, please like and subscribe. Just help the channel. Put your comments below. We'll try and respond. And we will see you later.
Bye.
Bye.